One, two, three, four. You don't like this video? Well, your mom's a whore. Cause I ain't leaving alone. Feel like I could be honest, babe. We both know that we're grown. That's why I wanna know. How many drinks would it take you to be with me? Yeah, you look good and I got money, but I don't wanna waste my... Hi, welcome to my bubble where we do a little bit of adulting, a little bit of healing, and a little bit of creating. First of all, kick these babies off. So, we are back again. Oh, first of all, happy 2023. Oh no, I said this in the last video. Never mind. I take that back. Skirt. So, we are healing once again today. I want to do a part 2 to my spiritual journey lessons. Because there's a lot more to it than I could get all in one video, and 2, because I feel like each lesson can be explained just a little bit further. So, speaking of which, if you have not seen that video, go watch that. Otherwise, you're gonna kind of sort of be confused and have no idea what I'm talking about. So, if you haven't seen that, go watch that first, and then come back and watch this. So, if you remember in that video, lesson 1 was everything happens for you, not to you. Everything happens for you, not to you. That's literally how I would say it to myself, if you remember. And really all that is your perspective. It all depends on how you look at things. It's not what happens to you, it's how you react to it, right? It's all in your perspective. You could maybe in the beginning, I don't know if I necessarily did this in the beginning, but to switch your perspective from why would that happen to me to it's okay, it's for my greater good. I guess you fake it till you make it. You could tell yourself, I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. My name was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Why do I have to stay overtime when I've done the most work for the last 6 weeks? My name was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I mean, that's a bad example, but it's all in your perspective. It's all about how you look at things. Now, when something that you deem as bad or negative or whatever happens, you literally just physically take a deep breath. Just take a breath before you react to something. Not to say that reactions and your feelings are invalid, because they're not. Your feelings are very valid, but just when somebody says something crazy to you and you automatically give that same energy back, sometimes before you let the venom out, just take a okay, take a breath, acknowledge how you feel in that moment, angry, sad, hurt, heartbroken, whatever is happening. Acknowledge how you feel, because your feelings are very valid. Let your emotions be. And then just tell yourself everything happens for you, not to you. It's all just... And then respond. Now that sounds easy, but take my word for it, it's not. That's really as simple as I can put that. But yeah, it's all in your perspective. It's all about how you look at things. Right now, in this moment, 5 seconds after it just happened to you, no, you're not going to understand why you have a boot on your car or why your car just got towed from XYZ apartment. But rude. But maybe 2 years from now, you'll find out that you'll see a news article that car has to be repossessed because engines were randomly exploding. In the moment, you're not going to understand. It's not going to make sense to you. But you just have to have faith in everything happens for you, not to you. But baby, that is a hurdle to jump over. Also, if you remember, lesson 2 was self-awareness is key. Now, sometimes I wish that I was actually filming during my spiritual journey and was documenting it, because If you weren't in my bubble, you really don't understand how much I literally said and still say self-awareness is key. Like sidebar, me saying self-awareness is key is literally, I don't want to say what sparked the people around me's like journey or whatever, but like that's the first thing I would notice people pick up on and be like, self-awareness is key, self-awareness is key. That's the first thing they would like spit back at me, and I'm like, I mean, you're right. That's neither here nor there though. But in the context of self-awareness, right, that's taking the time to learn yourself, really. You learn your triggers, you learn your toxic habits, and along with your toxic habits, you take accountability for them. That is really hard for people because it's taking accountability can be wrapped up in like the ego and like the pride that people carry. We're just gonna leave that there. But yes, not only once you acknowledge your toxic habits, you have to take accountability for them. You can't just like be like, I'm a terrible person and then continue to be a terrible person. Like, or act like you being a terrible person does not affect those around you. Self-awareness is key. You are the main character, but there are other main characters. Like, relax. But also with in the context of self-awareness, right? After you know what triggers you, after you know your toxic habits and your toxic reactions to things, you have to give forgiveness for that. And it's like, forgive yourself, forgive past people, forgive the people that are doing bad/negative things to you. You have to forgive them. And I didn't used to understand. I mean, I did, but I didn't. I didn't used to understand that like forgiveness really is for you. It really is for you, that the weight of whatever you're upset about, angry about, blah, 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 will really weigh you down in absolutely everything and you won't even notice it. But when you know better, you do better. So now that you know better, you are aware of your toxic habits and how you affect other people, because your reality is very much a reflection of you. Also in the context of accountability, people don't like to address that. Like, they'll be like, oh, she's so terrible to me, like she's always mean to me, da, da, da. What part do you play in that? Accountability. But once you acknowledge all those things in yourself, then you can forgive said person for being mean to you or whatever. One, because you know hurt people. So when you know better, you do better. Once you have acknowledged your hurts, the things that trigger you, you should / most of the time will put in the effort to be better. You know better, you do better. Forgive yourself. In the past, when you developed all these negative habits, you didn't know any better. Now that you know better, do better. And then after that hump, that's like a hike. We're not even gonna call that a hurdle. We'll call that like a steep hill on Runyon Canyon or whatever. But right after that is like, then you step into embracing self-love, because you need nurturing too, you know? After, and first of all, self-awareness in and of itself is a whole healing journey, because acknowledging and learning your triggers is not an easy thing. That it's literally addressing your trauma and like your hurt to whatever degree that falls on the scale. And then from those hurts, you learn how you've developed toxic habits to counteract, to deal with all of your triggers or whatever. But once you take accountability for those, you step into forgiveness. And it's like, forgive yourself, forgive others, because you know that hurt people. You do better. You're not as caught up in the trolls telling you that you're being a size 16 is too big. Like, whatever. Don't be mad at me because, I started to say something, but never mind. You step into forgiveness for yourself and for others. And then after that, once you can do that with ease, quote unquote, you step into self-love, and you do, even aside from the physical, like, because one thing about me, I'm going to get the massage. I'm going to buy myself whatever I want. I'm going to get whatever food I want. Why? Not only because I can, but because I want to. And nobody's going to tell me nothing about it. But me in particular, me stepping into self-love was really acknowledging slash no, really just acknowledging that I need nurturing too. Like, I deserve for my cup to be poured into. My emotions need to be tended to as well. Like, really self-love emotionally and mentally. And that's really where I'm at right now, as in my self-awareness journey, if you will. Yeah, so that's self-awareness. Self-awareness is key. Learn your triggers, learn your toxic habits, forgive yourself for your toxic habits, and then replace the toxic habits with self-love. Self-awareness is key. The third lesson, if you remember, was divine timing. Everything happens in divine timing. And really all that means is, or if you were to, what does that mean? If you were to equate that to something else, slow down. Be patient. Like, you have to be patient, trust the process. And with that, I have never really been a patient person. I'm a New Yorker, born and raised. I'm a Gemini. Like, I was the youngest girl, so I got whatever I want. Like, that literally, I was constantly told, like, never mind, we're not talking about me. I didn't have patience at all. And my parents are, one parent is a Virgo, the other's an Aries. Like, there was no patience for me. And but I've gotten a lot better. But even as I have developed in my patience, sometimes I will really sit and be like, I have been patient. I've learned so much patience, not only with myself, but with other people. What do you mean I still have to be patient? Like, what other patience is there left for me to have /do/give? Like, what are we talking about, you know? But no, be patient. Trust the process. You really just have to have faith in / truly to your core believe that the Most High would not put something in your heart or give you a vision of how you want your life to be just to not give it to you. Like, the Most High would not tease you like that. So you really have to trust that. And within that, in accepting that, in believing that, you learn to, like, believe in yourself and just have faith. You block out all the external noise, and you know in yourself that whatever you want to do, you can do. Even if it doesn't happen on the timeline that you want it to happen, even if the end result isn't what you saw it as, that just means you don't have that right now. That does not mean that later down the line it will not be like that. Everything happens in divine timing. What you do learn to do while being patient is really celebrate the present. Like, you take the time to embrace your celebrations, really. You actually take the time to really celebrate your accomplishments, because everyone is very, well, let me not speak for everyone. Me, I was very, very, very in my masculine energy not majority of my life, but like a good portion of my life. Always, what's next? What do I want to accomplish? What's on my to-do list? Check. Check one thing off. What's the next thing to do? Check that off. I never really took the time to like sit and be like, wow, I really have my own apartment by myself at 23 in a whole new place than where I have lived or anybody in my family has lived. Like, and I did that myself. Like, I don't really take the time to sit and embrace things. I didn't take the time for college graduation. I didn't take the time for high school graduation. I didn't take the time for getting accepted into college, minus for one moment, but that was like an insecurity thing. But either way, I'm learning / have learned to really sit in my accomplishments and really embrace the things that have checked off my to-do list or like off my goal list. And that has, one, kept me present, but also aided in my patience, kind of, because it's like I'm satisfied and I'm happy with where I am right now, even though now isn't my ideal reality. But just because it's not right now, I'm only 23. Like, just because I'm not in a mansion full of that everybody in my family can come visit at right now doesn't mean that like by the time I'm 40 that I won't have multiple properties. You get me? So you have to celebrate your small wins, if you will. That's how I had to look at it originally. Like, these are the steps that you're taking along the way. You're embracing the journey, really. Everything happens in divine timing. And then with that, once you can sit in that and you can be present and enjoy the present, be satisfied with the present, be grateful for the present. Not to say it like that, because I used to hate like getting down on myself like, bitch, you're not grateful for what you have right now. Like, no, I am, but I was always constantly on go. So, but then from a place of being present and enjoying the present and knowing how to celebrate, you learn to make informed decisions. Like, okay, yes, I am building towards owning a property for myself that's large enough for everybody to come visit me at and stay comfortably, but that is in the future. Right now, I am in my own place, in my own space, and I am working on XYZ. So I know that, and since I'm working on XYZ, I can stick to my gym routine. That would make me happy. I can do my paintings or my drawings, and that will keep me happy and keep me satisfied right now. You make informed decisions. You decide, I'm going to stick to my routines. You decide, I'm going to fill my cup by creating, rather than stressing over, I don't have the money to get this. I don't have the money to make my my car payments, but I really, really want this car. Like, be in the present. Celebrate and be grateful for what you presently have. Everything happens in divine timing. It's not that you won't have it. You just don't have it right now. Be patient. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here before my phone decides to act up. Dippo niggas. Anyway, if you made it to the end of the video and you don't know me, hi. My name is Naori. Stick around, you love it here. Duh. Embrace being a star. Subscribe. Mind your business, okay? Don't judge me. Follow my socials. If you want to get at me immediately, hit me on Twitter. But I am on everything else pretty regularly too. Comment below. I don't know, something. But yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye. I'd rather be small.